Tiger. The Alchemy of the Wound. The full story. It began with a training walk, a practice of trust between a man and his cat. I was getting Tiger used to perching on my shoulder for a film, so we walked and talked together. In Chelsea Harbor, I pointed out the penthouses and the limousines, and I told him about people who lived surrounded by service and light, while I barely had enough money for coffee. My words were a dream I wore like a quiet prayer. Later, as we sat on a bench and Tiger rested on my shoulder, a woman approached and asked to pet him. I didn't notice that she had a dog on a leash. The dog suddenly lunged. In the chaos, it seemed to aim for Tiger on my shoulder. In a flash, Tiger leapt, not from malice, but from protection. He landed between us and the dog, and in the scramble, his teeth sank into my hand. The bite was deep. I remember the shock, the hot stab of pain, then a weakness that rolled through me like a tide. I forced him into my rucksack and rushed home. At first, I treated the wound myself, thinking it a normal injury, but within a day, the bite swelled, red and angry. My hand ballooned, I felt a heat and a sickening pull toward fainting I had never known before. At 2 a.m, with my arm like a boxer's glove, I went to Chelsea Westminster Hospital. On arrival, the doctors moved quickly. They told me there was sepsis spreading through the tissue, tracking toward the heart and even the head. If I had come half an hour later, they said, I might not have survived. They started antibiotics, tetanus, and told me I would be the first to go into surgery in the morning. They would have to cut and drain, clear the infected veins. Lying in that hospital bed high above Chelsea, I surprised myself. Fear did not come. I felt no clinging to life or panic. Instead, I surrendered. I meditated. I breathed into the body and let the universe carry what it must. There was a strange calm, as if life had folded itself inward and whispered, "It's okay." They prepared me for surgery, but in the morning the surgeon came, checked the charts and said, almost astonished, that the infection had stopped progressing. The swelling began to subside. The operation was canceled. I remained in that room for 3 days while they monitored my blood and gave me care. Food, checks every few hours, gentle attention. From my window, arched views of Chelsea unfolded. The sunrise over the river, exactly like the penthouses I'd spoken of to Tiger. And then, while I rested in that quiet place of recovery, a friend came to visit. Seeing me there, alive and calm, he told me he wanted to give me his car. Not sell it, not lend it, but gift it to me freely. I remember the silver Mercedes Cabriolet he offered, exactly the kind of car I had once imagined in moments of dreaming. It was given without condition, a grace that felt like the universe speaking through a friend. You trusted the flow, now it flows back. In the alchemy of that wound, I found transformation. Tiger's bite opened a doorway. Pain became a passage, fear became surrender, scarcity became signal for abundance. The wound shifted into a bridge. What began as a sharp, animal moment became a deep, sacred teach, that sometimes the body must be pierced so the soul can remember to let go and to receive. Tiger did not injure me to harm me. He acted as guardian, as catalyst, as mirror. His fierce protection set in motion a chain that returned me to the life I had been speaking into being. The bite sealed something in me, a seal of awakening through love.